Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we are here to show you actually the deck list that I used for the KC Cup. I didn't do that great in the end. Yeah, I think you're gonna see the screenshot right here of my best result. I mean, where I was really trying. I was playing with this deck that I'm gonna show you in this video, and the results were pretty good. I managed to keep a 60% win rate on more than 50 duels, so that is really nice. I don't know honestly if I would have been able to maintain this win rate for a longer amount of, actually for a bigger amount of duels. I think so honestly, but who knows. But the point is that, as always guys, in the KC Cup we always say the same stuff. The second stage is just something you can't, I mean, it's not sustainable. Like, you can't play for 72 hours straight, and unfortunately this duel system does not reward players with higher win rate, but just the ones that plays more. You know, I never forget, I remember when it was actually showed by one of the finalists actually that reached the was the first of the second stage, that won the second stage, one of the KC Cups. I remember he showed us the duels. He had like 700 duels with a 52 or 51% rate, so not really that good of a percentage, but on a scale of 700 duels it was just insane. So I really do not know how he did it, but I understand that. I mean, I played 70 duels and it was like really too much for me to handle. Really, it's not worth it in my opinion. So again, I'm here. I hope someday I will really have the time to do this, but I think that even if I had the time, I would not have the will to do it. So anyway, as always, I'm gonna show you the replays, and of course guys, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me a lot. And let's jump actually into the deck list. I'm here with Duel, and the most consistent version is actually one that you already saw on this channel. I already thought of it after the ban list that we've got that hit the Liquid Soldiers. So this is the version. It was just so consistent honestly that I used it. It is actually pretty free to play, not for the newest fusion, I know, but just, I mean, for the amount of staples that it uses, just because, yes, 3 Forbidden Chalice is the only staple that we're using. And then I'm actually relying a lot on the Paradox Fusion. That is, as you will see in the replays, a perfect card against Macknight, just because with Paradox Fusion you do not only negate the special summon, but you actually free 2 of your slots, and this actually puts your Macknight's opponent in an even tougher situation, because they do not have zones when there are 2 cards and they can special summon a more monster, you know. So that was the reason why this was the perfect card. And of course this can negate every direct special summon, so this can negate Xyz, Link and Synchro summons. That's why it is so good. Of course it can negate spell and trap cards, and that is always good. So if you saw already the last video about this, you know what this deck focuses on bringing out the more fusion summons as we can. We have almost guaranteed, I mean, there is a high chance to have the Liquid Soldier in the graveyard, because we basically play 6. We have 2 Liquid Soldier itself, 1 reinforcement of the army that we can search the Liquid Soldier with, and then triple Stratus. Then with the skill you send it to the graveyard, then use your Miracle Fusion that is actually provided to you by the skill, the favorite dual one. And you send the Liquid Soldier from your hand and the Neos from your deck to have both in the graveyard. Miracle Fusion into Neos Knight, you draw 2, and you hope to draw of course one of these 2 back rows. So this was of course nice as well. But why do we play Forbidden Chalice? To make the Neos Knight be able to inflict damage, because you know, we know already that the problem of Neos Knight is that he cannot inflict damage, battle damage. That's the issue. So to solve this, we have the Forbidden Chalice. Keep in mind that you can still attack twice if you use the Forbidden Chalice during the second attack in the damage step. You know, I already told you that this is like the Yankee version, the Yankee combo, the Masked Hero Hanky, that if you attack directly while your opponent controls monster, is supposed to deal 1400 damage, but if you use the Forbidden Chalice during the damage step, you can still attack directly and inflict 3200 damage just with one attack. So that's pretty cool, of course. And of course we have the Neos Fusion, just even to summon another Neos Knight, just to be ready, just to have at least one fusion to banish with the Paradox Fusion effect, because that is the cost of the Paradox Fusion card. And of course with the Paradox Fusion effect, they come back during our second end phase. This is not a special summon, they just return. That's why you can use it with your Elemental Hero Fusion, because the Elemental Hero Fusion, they all share this effect that they cannot be special summoned by other ways. That's why this effect of the Paradox Fusion is pretty important. For the deck list, there's nothing special about the back row that we used, because of course we had the triple Neos Fusion, triple Stratus, one Grand Mole to have access to Grand Neos for the extra spice, triple Neos Mandatory, Sparkman, Avian, and Pacifrex, just to be able to summon this guy, and of course because they are required from the skill. That was all, guys, nothing more to explain about this, and we can jump right into the amazing replays. Here we go, my boys. We had this first duel against the Supreme King. It was him to begin, and he had, of course, Macknight, as you can see right there, but with War Chalice, so we have a lot of stuff right here. And it was a pretty nice turn one, because he actually was able to summon his guys even with me having no cards on the field. He's got the Morning Star to have the Nightmare, the World Legacy Secret, of course it was there. So to begin with, I had the Stratos. I knew it was about to negate that, of course using the trap card, but that's fine. And I had then Favorite Duel to summon, to go directly with my Flame Wingman, as you can see right there. I summon here right there, then Favorite Duel to play Skyscraper, and here I made a mistake. So I basically was fine, because if I had kept this in my hand, as soon as this guy activated his effect to change this battle position, I could have just changed the Forbidden Chalice, negate its effect, be able to inflict actually 2100, and then pop him with the Stratus effect, with the Stratus attack. But actually I made this mistake, so nothing, but I still was able to pop the Eclipse with the Stratus. Then Nightfall that comes back, it's got the effect once again to have the Blue Sky, and then Blue Sky, as you can see right there, to use this effect and had another card. I decided to negate that, but now unfortunately we have lower attack than the guy, so he attacked both of our monsters, and we have no monsters left. I went on with the Favorite Duel, and this time I can just now go for the Elemental Hero Shining Flame Wigman right here, of course, to be able to pop that, and then Neos Fusion to go into Neos Knight to pop those. And then also, why did I not go into Grand Neos? Because I wanted to be able to summon the Grand Mole, so I started attacking that one, and then he's got the Whispers just to boost his attack, but was not enough. And at that point I could just finish him with the Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman, 3700 to the face. That's how you're doing, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys, it's us to go, and I see Dr. Violet and Crown, and you know that they are actually Macknight because they play the Ancient Gear Castle continuous spell. So Stratus to begin with, as you can see, after the reinforcement of the army, of course, to look for the Liquid Soldiers, send the Neos to the graveyard with the skill, and then Miracle Fusion. So this means that Neos Knight is coming. We're gonna draw a couple of cards. We can even send the Neos Fusion to the graveyard to have some protection. And then we went for the Neos Fusion to have another Neos Knight, send the other Liquid Soldier to the graveyard. We only have one defense, unfortunately. Forbidden Chalice. It's got the special summon to begin with, the Nightfall. I decided to negate that straight away, but it's got the enemy controller. I mean, guys, the enemy controller was a nightmare to me in this KZ Cup. I just faced so many Salaman Great that had the couple, both the enemy controller in their starting end. It was a nightmare. So he stole my Neos Knight and then went on with the Salamangreat. So this was a Macknight Salamangreat hybrid version. Oh my god, it was even a worse nightmare, to be honest. And he's got straight away into the Morning Star after the Bellonix effect, and then to grab the, of course, World Legacy secret. So now he's gonna be able to not only clear my field, but also inflict me 2000 damage. So that's fine. We have the favorite duel skill once again, and we already have the Liquid Soldier because we sent him with the Neos Fusion, so we can go into another Neos Knight and draw a couple of cards more. So this time, still nothing special. We had the Stratus to try to pop the back rows, but it's got, of course, the effect to bring back the Eclipse right there, and we're still good to go. We can attack. He got the effect of Eclipse to to change his position, but that's still fine because we have the other guy. And then at this point I had the second attack, as I told you, in the damage step, Forbidden Chalice, to go to make the Neos Knight inflict damage, and that's how you trick them. That's how you trick Macknights, my boys. There you go. Third duel against Kai Tenju, and this actually was a deck that, in my opinion, could be one of the best. Now that I'm recording, the Kiss Cup is still not handed, so I think this can be one of the decks that is on top. As you can see right there, we began with Stratus, so we're chilling just to look for the Liquid Soldier and send it to the graveyard. So same combo again, Neos Knight to draw a couple of cards with the effect of Liquid Soldier, and then Neos Fusion to have another Neos Knight to banish with the effect of Paradox Fusion. Then we have also the Forbidden Chalice, so we're chilling. He's got the Typhoon to begin with. On Forbidden Chalice, I'd say just to chain to have that extra boost on Stratus, so just to be chilling. He's got the Shuffle Reborn and use the skill to actually XC summon with just one monster. Then we went with the Galaxy Expedition. You went with the Galaxy Ice Food and Dragon, as you can see right there, negating all the cards right there, but I decided to stop him right there, negating the XC summon, and at this point he can't do nothing else. He used the Shuffle Reborn, and look at that, second effect of Shuffle Reborn to draw an extra card, and he picked the Galaxy Zero. That was insane. So he was able to summon the Galaxy Ice back. Cypher Dragon with 2 level 8 is not done yet. Look at that. Then Galaxy Ice, Full Armor Food and Dragon, Detach, Pop 1, and Protective Neos Fusion, 7 XCs with Cypher Blade Dragon. This time, again another effect. Detach, Pop. This time he managed to do it, and plus he attacked my Stratus. That was insane, honestly. What a duel that was. Reinforcement of the army to pick the Avian. So at this point, favorite duel to grab the Miracle Fusion. We already have the Neos Knight, the Liquid Soldier in the graveyard, so we can summon the Neos Knight once again and draw a couple of cards more, sending actually this time the Stratus, because Neos Fusion is here to bring out the Grand Neos using the effect. And at this point we can normal summon Stratus and have lethal with Grand Neos and Stratus. That's how you do it, my boys. There you freaking go. Third duel, my boys, against Playmaker and AI. Let's see what we have. If it's another Macknight, so we have the usual combo that actually, guys, it is very easy to pull out. I mean, we have a lot of searchers, so that is definitely really consistent. It's got the DD Crow, unfortunately, to begin with, so no draw 2, but we still have Neos Knight with a couple of attack points more, as you can see right there. And then we have the Paradox Fusion. He's got the Macknights, of course, and I decided to negate that. This is the ideal situation. As you can see right there, we have the Paradox Fusion and the Neos Knight. Once that he special summons, if we use Paradox Fusion and negate that summon, he's actually he can't do nothing more, because he has no column where we have a couple of cards, so he can't special summon more Macknights. So at this point, Stratus to begin with, grabbing the other Liquid Soldier, using the skill once again to send it to the graveyard, and we can just go with Miracle Fusion, summon a couple of summon the Neos Knight and draw a couple of cards with the effect of a Liquid Soldier, and discarding the Neos Knight, we have the Paradox Fusion ready. Then we just attacked, and guys, here I'm sure he had something activatable, but he just thought I was chilling attacking with my Neos Knight. He didn't expect the Forbidden Chalice to happen in the damage step. It was caught by surprise, and that's how you seal games in the KC Cup and in the second stage. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least, my boys, another Macknight. It wasn't nightmare. It was actually, I faced more Macknight player than Solomon Grey, to be honest. So that's why you see a lot of Macknight duels. And as you can see right there, here we have the combo once again. We also have a couple of Forbidden Chalice ready, so that was pretty nice. And let's hope to draw at least the Paradox Fusion. We got Neos Knight, of course, with the couple of draw of Liquid Soldier, and there you go, we have the Paradox Fusion. I decided to set just one and not the second one because I do not want him to have too much zones with a card of mine. That's why he began with the Macknight Blue Sky to add a couple of cards, so that's why I negated that. And then look at that, he summoned Backliner. What? So this was another hybrid Macknight Solomon Great, as you can see right there. It's got the quick play spell, it's simply broken. I decided to stop his search with the Forbidden Chalice, and then it's not done yet because he's got the Macknight's Morning Star to grab the Ward Legacy Key, and at this point he's got another Macknight. Look at that, and he can just attack and inflict me in total 2400 damage. Now it's has to go, and luckily we got another hero monster, so we could use the skill once again. I just went with Neos Fusion at this point because I didn't want to use the Miracle Fusion just for without the Liquid Soldier. That was the reason, so I just went with Neos Knight. I set my Forbidden Chalice and I just got rid of both. So turn number 1 for the Paradox Fusion, he's got one card, just a set card, but that could be actually Nightmare. So Paradox Fusion, actually Miracle Fusion to begin with, and we got the big boy out to finish this, the Divine Neos. Of course this guy inflict damage, and also we banished the Liquid Soldier, so we draw 2. I discarded Neos Fusion because actually I had no Neos to summon with that, so this is actually another production for these guys. Then the skill once again, because the first Miracle Fusion was from the previous turn, so another one. There you go, Flame Wingman. Look at that, we have both Divine Neos and Flame Wingman on the same field at this point. Skyscraper is not even needed. Even if we activate something, there you go, I can just Paradox Fusion that. Actually no, because I just said this, yeah, so my mistake. He's got the Macknight Blue Sky, but look at this, I used Forbidden Chalice on the Macknight. Why? Because I wanted him to be bigger, I wanted him to have a higher attack of my Flame Wingman, so that Skyscraper effect triggers and I get to pop it. That's how you do it, my boys, effect of Flame Wingman, and now with that I have lethal through Divine Neos. So that's how you do them, boys. There you go. So guys, that was all for my KC Cup experience. Let me know how you did it, how did you perform in the second stage, if you actually played it, because I totally understand if you decided not to. Totally understandable, totally not worth it. Let me know what you did and what you think, and of course let me know if you have some hopes that Konami will ever change this freaking second stage. Guys, thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.